Hi there, my name's Mike, and I'm one of the co-founders here at Riddle. And in this short video, I'm going to break down the two scoring methodologies that we use for our personality quiz. Now, our personality quiz is an incredibly powerful and sophisticated piece of interactive content. You can use it for assessments, coaching, consultants, product recommendations. There's a huge range of use cases. However, scoring is actually what drives the personality quiz. It allows you to craft these customized recommendations for each user. So in this case, Riddle actually has two scoring methodologies. So we're going to talk about the first one. So in this case, we're using what style of manager are you? And in this template, we have you're a collaborative manager, authoritarian, or mentoring. So 3 results. We also have 4 attributes. Now, the important thing is that we are using this scoring mode, which is total points across all the personalities. Now, remember that as we go into the scoring. Now, to keep things simple, I've just copied a single question 3 times, and we're using the same scoring across all questions. So, once you have your questions and your answers, this is the important part about a personality test. You need to set up the scoring. So in this case, we have set up a pretty basic example. So we're saying, okay, if the hypothetical is you're going to be leading the quarterly company meeting, what do you plan on? If someone selects answering or utilizing group brainstorming activities, in our minds, we're like, that's a pretty strong correlation to collaborative. We'll give 10 points for that. And we'll give maybe 5 points for authoritarian. And then they say, well, I'm going to change strategy. That'd be 0 points for collaborative, more 10 points for authoritarian, and 5 for mentoring. Okay, remember these numbers, because when we get into the scoring and the example, you're going to see here we have the total points. That's the scoring methodology. We're going to display percentage plus title, so the percentage of points plus title. And then we're also going to show the other results, because many times people want to see not just their main result, but all the other possibilities as well. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to select the same answer 3 times, and it's going to be 10 points for collaborative and 5 points for authoritarian, and also 0 for mentoring, just because I've chosen these 3 questions. And here are the results. So if you think about it, 10 plus 10 plus 10, that's 30, and then there's 15 for authoritarian. However, the total points across all the personalities, that's 30 plus 15, it's 45. That's the denominator. And 30 divided by 45 is 67%. So collaborative got 67% of the total points possible across all the results. And authoritarian got 33%. Now, 2 things you'll notice. Mentoring did not show up because it had 0 points. And the second thing is that 33% and 67%, they add up to 100. So if you use the total points across all the personalities, the numbers will all add up to 100%. Now, that's our default option. There is another option which gives you a bit more flexibility, which you might find useful. And in that case, we call it the max points possible per result. So it's per result that we care about. We don't care about the total points possible. Now, I've created another copy of this personality test around management, but I've also copied 3 questions. The scoring is different though. So in each of these questions, this is the scoring. If I pick brainstorming activities, I'm going to give 14 for collaborative, 6 for authoritarian, 2 for mentoring. And if I take changing strategy, it's going to be 7, 11, and 9. Now again, this is going to happen 3 times. So if we go to the settings, and if we select max points possible per result, this is what's going to happen. So if we click, I'm going to utilize brainstorming, but then for the next question, I'm going to pick changing strategy. So I'm just going to mix things up a little bit. So this is where it gets really interesting. So the core, or the main winning result is collaborative, got 83%, authoritarian got 70%, and mentoring got 48%. A couple things to notice. First, these all add up well in excess of 100%, because unlike the previous mode, all we care about is how many points did this result get out of all the collaborative points. And in this case, this user, me, got 83% of all the collaborative points. Now, if you're a bit of a number geek, this is some examples just to show you how it happened. So these are the 3 points for collaborative. You'll see here we got 35 out of 42 collaborative points. The max possible would be 3 times 14, so that's 42, so that's 83%. Now authoritarian had fewer points possible, but also got fewer points, so 23 out of 33, because the max score here is 11, 11, 11. And then down here, mentoring only had 3 times 9, so we had 13 out of 27. So you can see here, this is a different way to calculate. It's much more based on, I don't care about all the scoring, I want to give a more detailed look at each individual result. Okay, so that is a somewhat long-winded, but hopefully helpful look at our 2 scoring methodologies for our personality quiz. As always, if you have any questions around using Riddle's Quizmaker or our personality tests, please use our support chat down here. We are always happy to help and look forward to hearing from you. All right, thanks so much and happy riddling.